On today's show,
we discuss Blake Griffin's unbelievable point guard skills and whether DeMar DeRozan can lead the league in scoring.
up down on helping opponents up, Wade getting booed in Miami tonight, and NBA game proposals.
And mascots just can't keep their clothes on in a brand new edition of the Meme Team.
It's Thursday, November 10th. The starter starts now.
Good evening, sweet world, and welcome to The Starters. Whether you're listening to the podcast, joining us live right now on NBA TV or a little bit later on YouTube, we're happy to have you. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Tess Mellis.
Wait for it. Nope, that's it.
To his right, it's the international man of mystery, taking it to the max with a stash. That's Lee Ellis.
Friend.
Lily.
Lily, and last, certainly not least, over there, in a cool sweater, looking like Mr. Rogers today, Trey Kirby. Hey, yo! TK, what's up?
Well, I'm here at the internet looking for your best tweets at #TheStarters. And if y'all have been wondering what Tim Duncan is up to since he retired, apparently the answer is insulting Spurs color guy Sean Elliott via text message. Here, according to Elliott's Twitter page, is what Tim Duncan texted him last night. He said, "It looks like you're taking Laura Winslow out tonight," along with a picture of Steve Urkel, all because Sean Elliott was wearing his prescription glasses. Now, all of this comes just a couple of weeks after Duncan texted Elliott during a game to say, "You look like a burnt earthworm with glasses." The guy is just ruthless with his zingers, but it brings us to today's question. What are some other Tim Duncan jokes? For instance, if he were to text me, he'd probably say something like, "Your head looks like Kenny Powers lost the fight with Grizzly Adams."
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I know. Some people say I have a baseball mullet, but I just consider it a cool haircut. But we want to hear from you, so let us know on Twitter. What are some other Tim Duncan jokes? Send us your best answers at #TheStarters. We'll hear from you a little bit later.
All right, get your tweets
Tim
in.
Duncan tweets in, maybe.
You want
You
Timmy to
want
tweet
Tim
it?
Duncan
why
to
not?
rip on one of us
Yeah.
right now. Send a joke in, T.
He doesn't tweet.
He doesn't tweet.
Just
Okay.
text.
He texts.
Do you have his number?
No, I'll get it though by the end of the show. Yeah.
Look, we got the up-down
We know the
report
Spurs
tonight.
PR, man. It's great.
We've got the meme team, but we're going to start with trend or dead end. If you're new to the show, Trey's going to throw some recent NBA developments at us, and we're going to debate whether or not they continue or not. Are they a trend or are they a dead end? Trey.
Exactly right. Our first one, Blake Griffin was shaking and a bacon last night, spinning and a grinning, just making plays all over the court. And the Clippers have clearly made it a point this season to have him bring the ball up more often, have him initiate the offense. The question to you guys, is point guard Blake Griffin a trend or is it a dead end?
You're watching Magic right there. Of
Magic
course.
Johnson?
No.
I was gonna say he's good. He's not that good.
Just Magic.
Okay.
I mean, that hypothetical
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
You love
Blake Griffin is fantastic. This is just another progression in his game. It takes pressure off Chris Paul. So Chris Paul can do a little bit more on the defensive end where he's needed. This is just a nice little balance. Chris Paul obviously is going to bring up the ball the majority of the time and run the show. But we watch Blake Griffin on a night-to-night basis do stuff like this because he's an incredible ball handler. Chris Paul is playing at the most difficult position in the league, especially in the Western Conference. If he can take a possession, 2, 3, 4, to save those legs so he can save it for Steph on the other end, for Russ, on whoever, it's really important. And we see Blake can make those things happen.
And that's working so far. Clippers the best defense in the league, so that's how they're winning a lot of these
It's a balance.
games. This is absolutely a trend because I think we've forgotten, and I'm glad people are remembering at least, that Blake Griffin is one of the best players in this league. He's been doing things like this, the ball handling, the playmaking for at his position for years now. You know, last year was a brutal, and he's admitted as such, and all the off-court incidents. But this is a trend, and why wouldn't? He's probably, you know, LeBron is on a whole other level, but is Blake the next best playmaker at that size?
He might be.
The Greek Freak, I think, comes into the conversation. But he's sort of unique,
again
but-
in a different way. But when he is your best or second best player, get the ball into his hands as quick as possible. He's got very good ball handling skills for a big guy, and he can make the pass, he can get his own shot, and he can attack the paint. That's basically what you want in any ball handler. Just how it so happens that he's a power forward, but it doesn't matter. Get it to him, and think good things happen.
I think Blake has come back this year to show a few things, to show he's got a really well-rounded game.
Yeah.
He's double-digit rebounds for the first time in 5 years.
Right.
That's an incredible feat already. Obviously making the assists happen and just being a leader. Yeah, he made a ton of mistakes last year.
Yeah.
He knows that. And his assists are slightly even down this year at this point. But before he injured that hand and he injured the hamstring, he was having a really good year last year.
Absolutely. All right, Trey, next one.
All right, next topic. DeMar DeRozan is currently leading the league in scoring at 34.1 points per game, and he's the first guy since 1991.
He was DeMar DeFrozen there for a second.
Just for a second, but now he's back at it, Tassie. First guy since 1991 to start the season with 6 30-point games in his team's first 7 outings. Is DeMar DeRozan leading the league in scoring a trend or a dead end?
I think this is a trend. I think it can be.
Wow.
Because his game is very strong. He knows what his game is, and that's the mid-range game. Even though that's not the sexy style right now, it doesn't matter if that's how you play and you know how to be effective doing that.
You're right, but he's shooting 53% from the floor with an unbelievably high usage rate at 37%.
Right.
I'm with you. Do what you're good at and
Yeah.
stick to it. And that's getting to the free throw line and hitting these mid-range jumpers. Like last night he goes for 37. He didn't have 1 3. Which is mind-boggling in today's
That's
NBA
great.
game. But can you keep that up?
Well-
Can you keep that up for an entire season? I think that's the difficulty.
I mean, maybe not quite where he is right now, but leading the league in scoring around 30, 31, I think he can do it because he doesn't shoot a lot of threes, which you say, which is good because that's not his shot.
Yeah,
He
no,
gets
I
to the
agree.
free throw line, 10 free throws a game. He's shooting 80%. He knows how to get to his spot. He knows how to use his body and work his defender. Last night, you saw him a couple of times against Andre Robertson, a really good defender. He still went and worked him. Westbrook, Oladipo, it didn't really matter. DeMar DeRozan's got that confidence of a guy who knows how to score and knows how to get to his spot.
Look, it's not going to be easy whoever takes the scoring title this year. It's very likely going to be over 30 points per game.
Yeah.
Which is a whole lot of points. We've got 5 guys right now over 30. Paul Flannery, I thought he had 2 great tweets about DeRozan. It's first off time to quit railing on him for the way he scores and just start marveling at how he does it in today's game. Very true. Maybe it's not sustainable, Paul Flannery points out, but who cares? I mean, again, it works for him. It's different, and it's a lot of fun right now.
Yeah.
But can you keep hitting? And he's hitting difficult shots.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, doubles are coming at him now. He's worked the glass into his game a little bit more.
But some of those shots
I love
he
it,
hits-
but I don't think he can lead the league in
He's
scoring.
been making them for a couple of years, and you think they're bad shots, and you think he can't make them, but he can make them.
But we've seen him in the playoffs
Yeah.
and go stretches where he's ice cold.
Yeah, but don't
Yeah,
worry
you
about
think that he's
Right.
probably grown because of that playoff
would
experience
hope so.
and because he won a gold medal this offseason. The confidence is there. I don't think the confidence is going away, but we've been watching this the first couple weeks of the season. The percentage is slowly coming down back to planet Earth,
it's
and he
going to.
continues to defy the odds. But
Yeah.
you'd think that because somebody else gets 4 extra points because they shoot threes, that when the numbers fall at the end of the season, he's probably not going
He's
to be
gonna
the
be
leader.
right there.
But
Yeah,
he's
he's
shooting.
right
He's
there.
shooting a ton.
But-
The 6 more shots than he shot last year. Will that sort of come back?
We
a lot of
underestimate-
numbers here on the starters.
We underestimate sometimes how athletic he is as well. Remember, he was in the dunk contest once. He's got a very good body. He's very athletic. He's very strong up top in his shoulders and arms.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and we
Is that our first arms reference of the season, Lee?
Maybe not, but we were overdue for sure.
and we actually noticed this and talked about this today. His middle name is Darnell, DeMar Darnell DeRozan. Why aren't we calling him Triple D?
Triple D.
Yeah.
Why not?
Battery.
I don't
yeah.
know.
All in the battery. Okay.
The battery.
The battery.
The mayor of Flavortown. Call
There's
him
no
what you
Triple
want.
D battery.
There isn't? Oh, that's Triple A.
In Canada, there is.
Oh, okay.
No, there's not.
All
Yeah.
right, next one.
All right, final topic. John Wall has been ejected from the Wizards' past 2 games. First, on Monday for inappropriate interactions with a referee. And then again, it happened last night for a flagrant 2 on the Celtics' Marcus Smart. Is bad boy John Wall a trend or a dead end?
If they keep losing, I think it's a trend. I think he's going to be angry.
Well, they won last night. They were up 20 when he got kicked out of the
Yeah,
game.
but they're so far below 500. It's not going well
So you're
in
saying
Washington.
the frustration.
Yes, I think that's how he's going to act, and not necessarily. I think the bump on Mark Davis it was somewhat incidental.
Apparently it wasn't the bump, and he had some words for Mark Davis
Yeah.
when he turned around.
I'm not saying he's going to bang into officials
There it
each
is.
night, but I think he is going to continue to be frustrated. I don't think he actually got out of Mark Davis's way, but this was at the end of a loss. Things are embarrassing in Washington at times. You've got John Wall, a new coach. There are no excuses. A healthy Bradley Beal, well, let's see about that, because he pulled his hamstring. But there are no excuses, and I think he's frustrated.
Yeah, this has to be a dead end, though. He's the leader of the team. He's got to stay more composed. The one against the referee, that's bad. That wasn't an
Yeah.
accident. I mean, I'm not saying he deliberately whacked him,
Yeah.
He's
but he could
frustrated.
have done that.
But I don't think what he's doing right now is him saying, I'm just acting out. I think he's just trying to show his guys, let's get it together.
What happens if he gets suspended for a game, though, for the one on Monday?
He's already halfway there, right?
You can't afford to have the leader of your team get suspended when you're up 20 in a game when you've only won. That's only the second win.
He says he got smacked across the face.
I
He was
understand.
frustrated. He comes back at Smart and he got kicked out. He says, though, they will respect me.
Yeah.
He added
They won't.
that again. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, how will the Heat fans receive Dwyane Wade tonight? Welcome back to the Starters, right into the Up-Down Report, where we figure out where the four of us stand on some hot-button NBA topics. We ask you to do the same at home. Jump on Twitter, hashtag the Starters, thumbs up or thumbs down. All right, first one, guys. For the first time in his career, Dwyane Wade will be sitting on the visitors' bench when he returns to Miami tonight. Wade, of course, played 13 seasons in South Beach, helped the franchise win 3 titles before signing with the Bulls this offseason, to the surprise of many. So a lot of people are wondering, how will the Heat faithful receive Dwyane Wade tonight? Are you up or down on the possibility of Heat fans booing Dwyane Wade?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bunch
look
of
at that.
downs.
Four
Bunch of
away.
He is Mr. Miami Heat.
He's Mr. Miami Heat. He's Mr. Miami Sports. Clearly, he's the best player in franchise history for the Heat. He's probably the best player to ever play in Miami, playing any sort of sport. Maybe Dan Marino, but he never won 3 titles. You know.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
only did Wade win 3 titles, he won their first title. He's their career leader in basically everything. And I think most people know that he didn't necessarily want to leave Miami. He just didn't necessarily get treated the way he wanted to when things were going down. So, you know, the Heat took out an ad in the newspaper to thank him for his 13 years there. He took out a billboard in Miami saying, thanks for having me for 13 years. There's going to be good feelings. If you boo him, you're a dum-dum.
They should be standing and applauding him from the start, and everything he does, they should appreciate, because he was everything for that franchise, and he got to the end of his career and decided to make another move. Totally his decision.
You don't think anything, the reports we've seen, of course, of Wade and Pat Riley not having talked since Wade goes to Chicago will have any play into this? You know, Mr.
Pat
Riley.
Riley, yeah, he said that he sort of has regretted the way the situation went down, and that he had an email draft ready to send to Dwyane Wade that he was ready to click send on in September. There's the possibility that they do talk tonight for the first time. I think Pat Riley has some regrets about the situation.
He does.
The fact is, though, 12 organizations right now do not have a championship to their name. This guy gave you 3.
And they're in
gave
the
you
final.
three.
Well, Pat Riley also had a
Yeah, sure.
large
sure.
hand in that.
But
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
so did Wade's hands and
Sure.
him getting fouled a bunch of times against the Mavs, and it all worked out, and then LeBron came. But, you know, it's on his back, so you can't boo him. You just can't.
Heat's franchise leader in points, assists, steals, games, and minutes in the 13 years. I'd be shocked if they don't give him a standing ovation. There will be the odd dumb boo bird out there, but
Yeah,
they'll be
sure.
overpowered by people standing.
It's going to be a nice little video tribute, I'm sure. As Wade said in Miami, there have been a ton of guys that have come in and come out. They got video tributes. He's going to get a nice one. It's going to be epic.
So not similar to the first time LeBron went back to Cleveland when he was still playing with the Heat, or even Bosch going to Toronto got some boos when he was
They're
playing.
different circumstances,
No.
totally different circumstances. Those guys hadn't won, and they sort of left under bad circumstances. Wade just decided at this stage of his career it was time to be a little bit more selfish, in a way. I mean, it was more that he just didn't feel he got the respect he earned from the franchise.
Well, yeah, did he want the Kobe contract
Yeah.
and Pat Riley didn't want to give it to him? I mean, who really knows? All right, moving on here, though. Next one in the Up-Down Report. Love was in the air in
Kevin.
Atlanta last night down at the Fortress as a Hawks fan proposed to his blindfolded girlfriend on the court with the help of Harry there. She said yes. She did say yes, but we see this a lot, right? At least a couple times throughout the NBA season, the idea of people proposing an NBA game. Are you up or down on proposals in an NBA arena?
Down.
Oh, man. You
Wow,
guys are a bunch of haters.
We're torn.
I'm neutral.
I'm
quite
torn.
neutral. I think it's all about knowing your partner.
That's
Sure.
exactly right.
If your partner wants it, give it to them. I'm not going to tell people how to live their life. Let's say let's say you're Drew Barrymore in Fever Pitch, and Jimmy Fallon proposes to you in Fenway Park.
Yeah, let's say that.
She wouldn't have liked that.
No.
The baseball was tearing them apart.
Right.
He was way too into baseball. She didn't like that. Don't do it. Don't do it, Jimmy.
But we're assuming she's a Hawks fan. That's what.
She said yes. So I think.
But
I
did
think
she
we're fine.
say yes because she's under pressure?
Yeah.
20,000 people.
Oh.
20,000 people eyeballs on you.
Yeah, but it'd be a great viral moment if you say no. Everybody's like, oh! It would be exciting.
Why are
That's
you
smart.
doing
Just
that?
say no. You leave the arena. You're like, I had to do it. I had to do it for the gram.
It happens at so many sporting events. I'm over it. You know, come up with something different, guys. Come on, we
Like
can
what?
do better.
What did
What
you
did you
do?
do?
What did you do?
I proposed in a park about 2 hours before my wedding. No, actually, you know what I did?
What?
No, I proposed
Hold on.
from a phone booth in London. My fiance was in Toronto.
What are you, Superman?
What a romantic.
Yeah, well, I threw it out there. She said yes. I thought she wasn't going to say yes, and she said yes, and I had to get on a plane and go to Toronto. It's great.
Wow.
Never look back.
I got
Amazing.
5 seconds left on this call. Say yes.
Oh,
Say yes.
by the way, last night too, Let's Get Married was playing. The
yeah.
song Let's Get Married was playing while she
Jagged
was,
Edge.
doing the blindfold thing. You
Yeah.
think it clicked
She
in?
knew
Like,
then. She knew.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, quickly here. One more topic, guys, in the up-down report. Last one. Finally, last night, it's the Battle of the Boroughs, and it was the Nets and the Knicks. Brandon Jennings, he sent a message to rookie teammate Willie Hernan-Gomez. Under no circumstances are we helping up Nets players. Get over here, Willie. Willie going, to help
Yoink.
out Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Yeah, pulls him back. Are you up or down on helping or not helping up opponents? What do you think?
For this team, I like it.
Wow.
They need to get it together. They need a little team camaraderie.
I think you should help up opponents, actually. I'm generally pro-beef in basketball, but even more so, I'm pro being friendly to people.
I don't think this is beef, though. I think this is more just like, while we're playing the game, we're not friends. After the game, go and have a beer. That's fine. On the court, though, you got to have a bit more of a tougher
After the
mentality.
game is over, knock me over and then pick me up.
Go for it. Yeah.
No, but don't knock me over during the game and pick me
no,
up.
no.
All right,
Just be nice to each other.
let's hear from you guys. Gotta take a break. When we come back, the Cavs visit the White House and a whole lot more in a brand new edition of the Meme Team. Back with the starters, we asked you, what are some other Tim Duncan jokes? You've hit us up on Twitter, hashtag the starters. Trey, you have a few of the best answers.
Yeah, Julian says, what's another Tim Duncan joke? His wardrobe. Oh. Doesn't quite fit in, but I mean, you're right. Tom Snyder
anymore.
says, Tim Duncan makes jokes? A lot of people tweeting that in, but the best answer comes from Gorilla, who says, Lee looks like Ned Flanders with handlebars. Tim Duncan 2016.
Give us a Ned Flanders, come on.
Oakley dokley.
It always gets me. All right, it's Thursday. We scour the internet on Thursdays to bring you the Meme Team, our favorite weird and wacky moments from the past 7 days. Got a good one here.
At number 5, Russell Westbrook, playing his old teammate Kevin Durant for the first time, decides to wear a photographer's vest because KD likes photography, I suppose, poking a little fun at him. And then the memes went crazy. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. He went to a Taylor Swift concert. He likes her, apparently. Of course.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Our own I Am Ben Lyons, a little pizza emoji. Everybody loves pizza.
Yummy.
J. Cole went double platinum with no features.
I love that one.
That is a great. A little fattened up Garfield. Oh, yeah. A little Lasagna in that belly. And our own Trey Kirby with the starters.
Yeah, that works. That
Orange is
just
the
works.
color of the season.
UFC 205 held open workouts at Madison Square Garden this week, and MMA featherweight champ Conor McGregor finished things off by shooting some hoops.
There we go.
That's what you want to call that.
Whoa.
Well, it did go in.
Hey, it worked.
But look at that Joakim Noah-like form.
They couldn't find him a bigger pair of shorts for a
What a shot. What a shot. I can do it all, he yelled, though.
At number 3, the Cavs visited the White House today, and as usual, President Obama was on point.
I also, before I go any further, want to give a special thanks to J.R. Smith's shirt for showing up. Richard Jefferson, Dante Jones, providing leadership and giving inspiration to all of us old people that, you can still do something. The sleeves get tight. Can I turn those on? Ron rips it. I'm telling you, that's what
But the best part came when Iman Shumpert here just couldn't believe what was happening with the podium.
Yeah, keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, just watch him. The way all the security guards came in, because as our cameraman Rick told us, that seal is under lock and key.
Yeah.
There is some serious business going on up there. A lot of security guards, but Iman Shumpert.
He is short.
Yeah, forever. I mean, he is just.
Amazing. It was a good week if you're into sexy mascots.
Oh, I am.
Zach Lowe, this was your week. First off, J.R. Smith helping Moondog take off his shirt. And then the Grizz one-upped him and just went full nude, full fur, I guess,
Oh, yeah.
as he got down to Genuine's pony. If you're horny, let's do it.
Drop it, Grizz!
My Grizzly. Oh man, don't look me in the eye when you're doing that. Man.
And at number 1, it's the mannequin challenge that is taking over social media. The Bucks having some fun on the airplane, doing a great job here. Matthew Dellavedova's 8-year-old doing his homework right there. And the Dallas Mavericks, not only the dancers, but we're going into the crowd. The crowd is in on it.
Wow, that's
loving
pretty
it.
cool.
Good
That's
job.
pretty cool.
They're doing a really good job. The Clippers also doing it in the
This
crowd.
is
Look,
crazy.
there's so many people.
They said 19,000 fans, one of them who's a workaholic.
Incredible stuff.
Everybody
Whoa.
doing the mannequin challenge. Yep, even Chuck the Condor. So that's the meme team. We gotta take one more break, but when we come back, Lili's very solid play. We all lost a game last night because we all had the Celtics, but tonight's pick and payoff game, it's the Bulls and the Heat. I am the only one taking the home team. I'm taking Miami. 3 guys here taking the Chicago Bulls. I need this one. Come
Wade
on.
going home. TNT Rondo should be a good one.
Lily, where are we going for VSP?
Heading out to Charlotte for an absolute corker here from the Hornets. Check out this pass from Marvin Williams to Nicholas Batum with a gorgeous finish. That's off the inbound play. It's a boomerang here for Batum, but look at this spinner.
Oh,
Gorgeous. That's what I
nice.
call a very solid play.
Oh yeah, very solid play, very solid stash. Looking great.
yeah.
Guys, we've cooled off a little bit when it comes to the donations for Lee Ellis and his Movember page. So let's get it going here. We got to get to 10,000 by the end of the month. We got a long way to go. But thank you so much to everyone, of course, that has donated and those that are about to. Go to Movember.com and search for Lee Ellis.
All right.
Every dollar counts.
Now it's time for the highlight that wasn't. Just because a play wasn't converted doesn't mean it wasn't a highlight, but this time it's not an NBA play at all. Halftime, Hornets Jazz, some kids making that. Look at that crossover.
See ya.
Now she doesn't finish there. A huge block. There's just kid number 1,
Oh,
great
yeah.
crossover. Kid number 2, huge block.
Indeed.
Get it out.
It's a highlight
plays
that
of the
wasn't.
week.
Yeah.
Play. Oh, quick
Great
inbound.
stuff.
I like it.
It
I
made
like
the
it.
starters.
Tomorrow is Friday, which means it's time for the Drop podcast. We'll get it up on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, all of your podcast feeds. So keep an eye for that around noon, 1 Eastern. Lee, we got a fan sign.
Comes from Fanlord at the Warriors game last night. He turned his Chinese food into a fan sign for us. Great job,
Interesting.
Fanlord. And Jake and his bro, Celtics fans in enemy territory last night in Washington, sent in this one. Ellis Mellis 2020, make wedgies great again.
We're running for it.
Yeah.
TNT doubleheader tonight. Bulls and Heat, Lakers, Kings. I know you'll be watching, and we'll be back with the Drop and tomorrow's show tomorrow night.
Thanks for joining us, folks. And remember, making your way in the world today, I mean, really making your way in the world today, takes everything you got.
Race the night, people.
I do